Hi, I'm Amy from Subnero. Today I'm going to show you how to power on and connect to your modems. As you can see here, we have a surface configuration modem. The surface configuration consists of three parts. The lower part is the acoustic transducer. The midsection with the electronics has a pressure rated hull for 100 meters, and on the top is where you connect to it. On one side you have a 8-pin bulkhead connector, and on the other side you have a vent screw. As you can see, there's also two eye bolts. These eye bolts you can use to deploy your modem. The eye bolts can be removed should you want to mount the modem somewhere else. However, we recommend deploying with these points. Your modem will also be shipped with an underwater cable. This underwater cable is terminated at one end with an underwater bulkhead. The other end is terminated with two banana plugs to power on your modem and an Ethernet connector to connect to it. Powering on your modem is really easy. Simply remove the dummy plug, like so, and plug in the underwater connector on the cable. Do make sure to screw in the locking sleeve all of the way to make sure that the connector is all the way in. The modem will take a range of voltages from 18 to 28 volts. You can use a power supply or a battery. Should you be using a power supply, do set the current limit to 3.5 amps. The Ethernet connector is used to connect to your modem. If the modem is configured with a static IP, the Ethernet connector can be plugged directly into the user's laptop. Else, it should be plugged into a router. The router should have a DHCP server. Once the modem is booted up, you can then log on to the router, find the IP address, and type this IP address into a web browser. Next up, we have the node modem. The node modem consists of 5 parts. Again, you have the acoustic transducer, the pressure rated hull for the electronics, the pressure rated hull for the internal battery, the top where you connect to it, and the clamps where you deploy. First up, we'll power the modem using the underwater cable. To power on your modem, simply remove the dummy plug and plug in the cable. To connect to your modem, you can use the Ethernet connector. A node modem is typically deployed at the bottom of a sea. As such, it should be programmed with sleep and wake schedules. To do so, power on as such, connect to your modem. From here, you can set the sleep and wake schedules using the web browser. Once you have done so, you can then power off your modem, unplug the cable, and insert 16 D-cell batteries. To insert the batteries, simply unscrew the lid from the top, pull out the wire and disconnect it, and remove the O-ring. Do make sure to put this in a clean, dry place. As you can see now, there is a battery compartment. Unscrew the 4 thumb screws, remove the lid, insert 16 D-cell batteries. Once inserted, replace the lid, making sure that the orientation is correct, and screw back the 4 thumb screws. Replace the O-ring. From here you can push in the connector and wrap around the excess wire and replace the 4 screws. To power on your modem using the internal batteries, all our modems come with what we call a smart plug. This essentially works just like your cable. You plug in the underwater connector, screw in the locking sleeve, and from here your modem will be turned on and you can deploy. Should you wish to change the sleep and wake schedules, simply remove the smart plug and plug in the cable. So that's the node modem. Next up, we have the embedded configuration. This is designed to be integrated into a larger platform, such as an autonomous underwater vehicle. It consists of 2 main parts. You have the acoustic transducer. This is to be mounted on the external part of your platform, and the electronics, which should be mounted inside your platform. The electronics consists of a base, where the mounting points are, and the top, where the connectors are. The modem will also ship with 2 more cables. You have the power cable. This can be plugged in here, and the Ethernet cable. Again, this can be plugged in here. Depending on how your platform is designed, you may wish to integrate the acoustic transducer first, followed by the electronics. You can use this connector to plug in your transducer. Once the modem is then powered on, you can use the IP address assigned to it to connect to it. And that's how you power on and connect to your embedded configuration. So that's how we power and connect to our modems. For more details on how to configure your modem, please check out the user manual or more videos on our YouTube channel. Thanks!